So this one we will talking about later on is involved with the distant healing. And the distant healing, you need this power, these two power, because this is the soul center, or goals. This is the goal center. Okay, and you can send in your soul healing. Okay, or you retreat the soul, or do is this the mid eyebrow center. Okay, and so mid eyebrow center also it control all our glands, our major energy center. You can charge them, you can stop the spinning of the energy, or you can reverse the spinning. It comes from here to keep the order, and that is the blue. This is the blue color. Okay, so we're going to be first thing we're going to aware the star, and we're going to bring them in. We call reunion. In the Tao say, all these stars, or all these soul and spirit, they come in one team. And later on, they separate. They separate. And later on they separate, and eventually when there's no communication, they forget. So some of your friends or relatives live upstairs, but you don't know. And you're looking around the whole world and you don't know the one they're looking is just live upstairs. Or they live downstairs, or they live next to you. Because why? There's no communication. There's no communication together, because the way that our life now is so busy. Okay? So we always, and we never turn inwardly aware of all. We have that. Okay? So that's why the Tao said, if you understand you have a soul and spirit, you're already first enlightenment. And that is the first step. Your soul and the spirit, now they separate out. And everybody have a very distinct function. Okay? Very distinct function. And if you put a team, so we call what? A team of experts, right? Nowadays, everything, a team of experts. Okay. So a team of experts, it can do everything that they decide to do. And nowadays, everybody do whatever they are. They know come together. Okay? So we're going to bring the higher soul down into the higher spirit. So straight down into the center and spiral. And just feel that the higher soul and higher spirit meet together. And after that, we're going to be from here, and you come out, and come up, all the way up there, okay? And you're coming down to the throat center, go up. Now you come up to the heart, original spirit. So go to all the energy center, and come down to the solar plexus. That's where all the liver, okay, and the spleen, okay, and go up, coming back down to the navel, and that's where the spleen, and when we come up to here, the heart and the lung. Coming down solar plexus, that's where the liver and the spleen, and down to here, the kidney, and down to the knee. It always down, meet, go out, coming up, coming back down, go down to the below, and connect, and coming back up. So once you get it, they know each other, and they form a teamwork. It's very important. Once they become, you have a 9, the extra one, they don't do the work, because they have no assignment. But all the other 8 they already have their own function that we've gone through just now. Okay, This is like watching tower outside. This is the one keep all the command together with the heart. And the second in command the liver, and the third in command the spleen, and the fourth in command the lung, and the fifth in command. It's just like they are like commander. And every commander have very specified job that they're responsible for. They have a very specified job. And they're responsible for what they do. Now when they work as a team, they come in, and later on you always going to be in the up to the heart, the gathering, come down to the Dantian, they give a command. Now when we have that, we manifest out into the palm and the mind. Because a lot of time when you involve with the spirit, the emotional, you need a lot of this center and this center. Okay, the mid eyebrow center, blue light, and the throat center. Okay, and the violet light center. Okay, and they all, and the thumb. Thumb. Okay, thumb is very special. Okay, we're going to talk about the thumb, very special, because the thumb is involved with the thumb involved with the brain. Okay, and the brain involved with the blue, the violet, and the silver light, white light on the back, the moon power, and the dark violet on the top. So that is the thumb involved with the brain. Okay, I think they when they draw the thumb, okay, and the brain, the thumb is quite big. You look at the thumb is quite big because the thumb is connecting to the brain. Okay, and the human, when they learn how to write, it's very special. You have to use what? Thumb, index, middle finger. But the one that move everything is the thumb, this three, this thumb. Okay? And okay, so let's do it. Rock yourself. Start with abdominal breathing. The basic you still have to go through, because though basic is the energy. Okay, activate the Dantian breathing. This abdominal is where you house the digestion, absorption, elimination. In the Tao, I think that is very important because it bring in the food supply, and we digest and we transform them into Qi. Very important. Aware your crown, aware your Dantian. We're going to do reverse breathing. Activate the diaphragm below, pubic diaphragm. When you do this, you activate the thoracic big diaphragm. So inhale, suck your stomach in, exhale. You do for a while, and you start to feel, hey, when I aware my pubic floor, and I sucking up, cranial. Feel the cranial diaphragm activate. And rest. Rock your spine. We're going to turn the muscle of life into the spiritual muscle. Exhale, hold your breath for a moment. Until you feel you need to breathe. And when you feel you need to breathe, you can feel that a diaphragm itself started to move. When the diaphragm started to move, you started to feel, hey, the energy center, the mid-eyebrow, and the forehead, and the crown, have a suction. So the secret formula is very simple. When you can stop a normal breath, the true breath begins. And the true breath here, we want the mid-eyebrow activate, the crown activate, mid-eyebrow and the crown activate, okay? And these two the forehead activate the violet light. The mid-eyebrow is the center of the blue light, and also we call the soul center, the soul, controlling the soul, and or we call the ghost, okay, the Holy Ghost, okay, activate. So when you feel a diaphragm inside you moving and you feel suction in your mid-eyebrow, and also feel your lower dantian have a fire, dantian fire burning. So this is all basic. We've gone to 3 weeks training, okay? And fire burning, feel behind your, below the navel, behind there. When you focus in the fire burning below the navel, more closer to the spine, lumbar 3 and lumbar 4. If you can know all these GPS location, is so important, okay? Below the navel, more closer to the spine, around lumbar 3 and lumbar 4, a fire burning. That is a magnetic fire, red fire. We have to remember that. This basic red fire will be the measure of everything. Basic red fire. So smile into the center of the fire, breathing, inhale. Exhale, feel warm, 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 warm. And when you feel the warmness from there, radiate out to the lumbar and the coccyx. Focus in the coccyx and cecum, and you breathing. Lightly contract anus from the coccyx, anus and perineum toward the coccyx. Contract to the coccyx and feel the energy starting to go up to the crown. Eye roll up, follow up. And when the energy go up, it hit right into the pineal gland. And you see the gland give light. One, so do 9 times, inhale, contract. Coccyx. So this is very basic energy that you need. You need the light. You need the pineal light to attract the violet light. And the violet light attracts all the other light. And you can have all the light you need. Okay. Again, 9 times, contract. From the coccyx, feel energy go up, hit into the pineal gland, right on the back here. 45 degrees from here to the center. Okay. And 2, eye roll up, look up. When your eye roll up, look up, you see light up there. Okay. When your eye, so exhale, relax, contract. From coccyx, eye roll up the spine, go up to the crown. On the back of the crown, we call back of the crown. You see light. Exhale, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Rest, smile. Roll your eye, look up. See light in your pineal gland, lighted. The light in the pineal gland activate. Your eye roll up. Now, to fight it, if you put your chin, some people you have a hole here. This is when you are small, this hole are opening, okay? And you find the center point, you find the center of the brain. So from here, go toward the center 45 degrees. Between there is the violet light, is the pineal gland, okay? And we're going to have the pineal gland, we're going to make the pineal gland as a magnetism, because a magnet, okay? And actually it's a magnet. When you generate 2 colors in the pineal gland, it becomes a magnetism. It attracting light and color and power. Okay. Okay. Again, now find the location. From here, so like in the basic we do, 1 line to the middle, because some people need. So 1 line to from front to the back. From here, 1 line. And 1 line from here, from the left to the right in the center. So that is the brain center. And now you touch here, you put your chin a little bit, and people have a hole here. Some people have it, some people, and you have a soft spot there. That's where you are opening when you're baby, okay? And you move back, and here. And from here, you make a line from here toward the center. And you break up between in the middle. From here, make a line to the center and in the middle, and that is the pineal gland. Okay? So when you contract and your eye roll up, you focus in that area. Actually, it's more on the back. So this is the point to locating the pineal gland. So you go right into it and you contract the anus, eye roll up, look up, see a light. It's no deny you see a light. And inhale, contract. So this is the lead light. Now you don't train it. When we leave this world, you cannot recognize it. The pineal gland recognize the true light. The pineal gland will recognize the true light. And we can follow the light. But now we're going to use them to attract the light. Because the pineal is the gland of light and darkness. Light and darkness. Okay? And when you activate them, it becomes a magnetism. It attract power, attract light, attract things, you know. And okay? So let's do 9 more times. You need to activate this light. And now you started to aware a lot of things. A higher soul, higher spirit, and all these things, you know. Okay, ready? Reverse breathing. Reverse breathing is inhale, suck your stomach in. And when you are aware, when you suck in, if you apply attention and some suction in the pelvic floor, this is the floor, very important. So you suck the suction and you feel you're pulling up the pelvic floor. Inhale, suck in, exhale, relax. And the mid eyebrow, the cranial. Find the center of the brain. And right. Feel energy come from the coccyx, rises up into the pineal gland. Now again, locating your pineal gland. Location GPS is so important. Without the GPS, we have no way to find. Okay? So, if you put your chin and you touch here, a lot of people have a hole here. Okay? And from here, you're locating the center of the brain, and there is a thalamus. One line from the front to the back, one line from the top of the ear to the middle, one line from the top down to the perineum. So the 3 major lines, 3 major GPS location, there is very important. And the 3 line intersection in the middle of your brain, and that is the center of the brain. We call the center of the crystal room, center of capturing the light, and so from this center, you hold the center, and from the back, if your finger on the back of the skull, your chin push up. Now you make a line 45 degrees toward the center. Break in the middle of that line is approximately the pineal gland. So you roll your eye and feel energy, and you look and you focus in that middle line from the back of the skull into the center of the brain. Make a line in the middle and you focus on it. You see the light. If you relax and focus it, a violet light comes. A violet light comes. And the Tao believe that when the violet light comes, the function of thalamus, the center of the middle of the brain, it can capture the light. The pineal gland activates the light. The thalamus, and we have thalamus, hypothalamus, pituitary gland. That space there we call a crystal room, a third ventricle room, a space. It's a space. And this space is very seclusion. It captures light. So when you focus in that center, and you smile in your mid-eyebrow, feel love, feel joy, feel happy, just do nothing, feel love, feel joy. Now violet light comes. And you inhale, use your mind, eye, the eyes. and the forehead. We call mind, eyes. Combine together, the mind and the eye. Okay, combine together, you can capture light and bring the light right into the center of the brain. Now, crystal room also serve like a prism. Okay, a prism. What is the prism? The prism, when you get the light and you reflect them into rainbow color. That is the key we need to do in this. Okay, and you're reflecting rainbow color, and every organ will receive different color. So the center in the brain, it receives the violet light. The crown, the higher soul, also violet light. And when it's reflecting down to the heart receiving a red light. The liver receiving the green light. The spleen, pancreas receiving the yellow light. The lung receiving the white light. And the kidney receiving the blue light. Sexual energy combined of two colors, red and white, pink. And the earth energy more golden light. Primordial light, golden light, kundalini light. Okay, let's do one more night time.